I should discuss why I'm using compression while tracking and not after the fact. There's a lot of reasons. One of the main reasons, the main reason to use compression in general, whether it be hardware or a compressor or a plugin while tracking, is that by controlling the dynamics of the vocals on the way in, I'm basically allowing him the freedom to do what he wants with his voice, because when you're listening to a rock song or any song, it's kind of leveled out. It's not moving. It's pretty much one volume, and your vocals are so dynamic. You know, they're incredibly dynamic from a quiet talking voice when you're singing one word to all of a sudden you're hitting a high note, and you're super loud, and that's a hard thing to do over like a steady signal that you have loud in your headphones, because you can't hear yourself, you're too loud, and you don't want to think about that as a singer, and you don't want the singer to think about that at all. You want this leveled vocal, so you can be emotional and quiet, you can just belt it out and be huge with it, and it's never at a point where you can't hear it or it's like blowing up your headphones. You're putting them in a comfortable space by putting compression on the vocals. And that's like everything with vocals, being in a really comfortable space and making the singer kind of forget they're in a studio and just be able to do what they do best in the best way possible is the whole point of everything today, really. But compression is a huge part of that. I'm using an analog compressor, a digitally controlled analog compressor, but it's I use an outboard compressor because I feel like it controls the vocals a lot better. It sounds more natural. I'm more used to it, and I'm really not afraid to print it on the way in because it's the way I want the vocals to sound. I don't always use this compressor, but I use it a lot. I think it's okay. It's definitely okay with vocals or anything you're doing to commit to compression on the way in if you're comfortable with it. And I think getting comfortable with it is important as an engineer. If you're not comfortable with it, don't do it, because if you're not mixing the album and someone else that you think does vocals better is mixing the album, let them do it. But use compression on the way in with a plugin. That way the singer's comfortable when they're singing.